Our daily habits reduce the stress of decision making, saves time and automate our daily life. That's why it is so important to build good habits and build them effectively. In this video, you are going to learn how you can build good habits effectively. So watch the video until the end. All the tips mentioned in this video are from a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. So without wasting any time, let's get started. When you are making a new habit, number one tip is focus on your identity and not the outcome. Most of us focus on our outcome and we tend to think more about the result when making a new habit. For example, I want to be skinny, I want to read more, I want to eat healthy. They all are the result that you want to achieve. So instead of focusing on the result that you want to achieve, focus on your identity. And what is identity? Identity is what you are and what you become. So instead of saying I want to read more, tell yourself that I am a reader and I am going to do things that a reader does. Instead of saying I want to eat healthy, say that I am a healthy person and I'm going to eat healthy because a healthy person eats healthy. So decide yourself what you want to become and then prove yourself that you are that person by doing things that the person you want to become does. Suppose I decide to identify myself as a healthy person. Now I'll prove myself, not others, just myself. I'll prove myself that I'm really a healthy person by choosing healthy options. When I go to a store, I will not put crackers, chips or chocolates in my cart. Instead, I'll put healthy options. I'll put healthier fruits and vegetables. So that's how you connect your new habit with your identity. So when you focus on your identity, the person you are and the person you become, it becomes much easier and efficient because you are giving yourself an authority and power to control and regulate your new habits. Number two is be specific and be clear with your new habit. In past, when I wanted to build a new habit, I used to write it down. For example, I want to meditate for 5 minutes every day. I used to write that down, hoping that I remember that in some parts of the day, hoping that I'll get 5 minutes and I will meditate. But it doesn't work like that. Either you don't remember at all or you will not get 5 minutes because all of your day is packed with your old habits. The problem here is that when I said I want to meditate for 5 minutes every day, I was not clear and I was not specific. In order to become very specific and clear, write down the time and location for the habit that you want to build. Now, change that I'll meditate for 5 minutes every day into I'll meditate at 6 a.m. sitting in the couch of my living room for 5 minutes every day. Now we have time and location. We know when to do and where to do. Another very effective and my best way to do this is connect your new habit with your old habit. For example, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I'll meditate for 5 minutes sitting in the couch of my living room every day. Or very common to the present scenario, you can say that after my online class is over, I will read 5 pages every day sitting in the balcony of my house. When you are specific about time and location and you know what to do and when to do, it's unlikely that you will even forget your new habit. Number 3 is set up your environment. You may feel like it is too boring to read or to study, but in reality, most of the time it is the environment that is not favoring you. So there is this sofa in your house where you sit and always watch TV. That sofa is particularly for the TV only. You sit there, everybody sits there and watch TV. Now you take your book and go to that sofa and start reading. You won't feel like reading. You will feel bored, you will feel lethargic because that sofa is not for reading. That is for watching TV. That environment is not for studying. So that's why you will get distracted and you won't feel like studying. Find your new place, find your new environment, create a new environment for your new habit. According to James Clear, it is a lot easier to build a new habit in the new environment. Next time when you're trying to study, go find a new room, go find a new place, go find a new corner or your roof or a balcony. Number 4 is make social groups where the habit you are trying to build is normal. Every person wants to belong somewhere. When your new habit does not go along with the people around you, or when the people around you find it very weird or very different, then it's likely that you feel lonely and you don't feel motivated enough to do that new habit. So what you can do is you can create or you can find social groups where the habit that you are pursuing, where the habit that you want to build is very normal for them. If you want to write more, then you can choose to join with the community of writers for whom the habit of writing is very normal for them. Social groups are really important to motivate and inspire you. Social groups, they not only help you to motivate in your new habit, but they will also help you to solve problem. If you are in trouble with your new habit, if you are going through some struggles and you don't know what to do, you can ask them and they're likely to give answers and respond to you. If you do not find these social groups in real life around you, then you can use internet and social media to connect with these people. For me, when I started reading, I started posting about books and using hashtags. Then I found out there was already a huge community of readers. That community has been really helpful even to start this channel and anything I do related to books. In Facebook, you can use Facebook groups. In Instagram, the way to find your new community is using hashtags. So if you want to lose weight, connect with the people who are already doing that or who have already done that and they are willing to help you. Social groups, they are going to be very helpful for you to build a new habit because it can really help you for your personal development. And the next tip is number 5, make it easy. The habit you want to build, it should be very easy to start. If it is difficult to start, then it's unlikely you are even going to build that habit. For example, if you want to go jogging, if you want to run in the morning, then you wake up in the morning, you see that you have no clothes, you have to take out your clothes, you have to get ready, you have to find out your shoes, you have to look for water bottles and fill up the water bottle, and you feel like it's too much harder. You feel like there are lots of things to do before going for jogging, and then you don't feel like waking up from the comfort of your bed and you just sleep. So you see there are many obstacles between you and the habit you want to build. Now your job is to remove that obstacle, and how you do that? Before going to bed, make sure everything is ready. Make sure you have got everything ready. Make sure you have folded your clothes and even the water bottles, anything that you need, keep them in the place where they are visible from your bed. So next morning when you wake up, everything is ready. All you have to do is wake up and dress up. Like this, if there is any obstacle, if there is any friction between you and your new habit, then you have to remove that obstacle and make it very easy to start your new habit. Number 6, very underrated and very commonly used tip is mindset change. So normally we think that building a new, especially building a good healthy habit, it is very difficult to do. We feel like it is a house chore or it is a task you have to do. Instead of thinking your new habit as a task or chore, you have to think it as an opportunity. Instead of saying I have to eat healthy, I have to read more, I have to start running, instead of saying I have to, change that I have to into I get to read more, I get to eat healthy, I get to take care of my health. By just changing a word, we are transforming our task into an opportunity. So this is a very simple way to change your negative mindset to positive. The 7th tip is very important one. It is practice. Practice makes man and woman perfect. You can't form a habit without practicing it daily. So here are some tips for you to practice daily. One is stop procrastination. One tip for you to stop procrastination is use 2-minute rule. 2-minute rule doesn't mean you start something saying that it's just going to be for 2 minutes, but then you end up doing it for 30 minutes. That is not 2-minute rule. 2-minute rule means just doing for 2 minutes. You start something, do it for 2 minutes and stop it. You go for a walk, go walk for 2 minutes, then come back. You open your book, read for 2 minutes, then stop reading. It sounds very weird, and it also sounds like what's the point of doing just for 2 minutes? It doesn't matter if you are going to do just for 2 minutes. It feels like that. It feels very weird. But the important thing here is just to show up. It's just to build the habit of showing up. When it becomes habit, when you feel like you don't have to think about 2 minutes, then you can increase your time. 2 minutes rule is to stop procrastination and to master the art of showing up. Showing up is very important. And the second tip for practicing, a very important one, is avoid perfection. When you are starting out, it's not going to be perfect. When you are sitting for a meditation for the first time, you are not going to be able to concentrate. You feel like it's not going to work for you. There's this quote that says the best is the enemy of the good. If you are always thinking about perfection and waiting for the right time to start a new habit, then you should stop doing that and just start it. Even if it is not perfect, it will be perfect after practice and more practice. And the third tip for practicing is never miss twice. If you are starting a new habit and then you missed once, then it might be an accident, but you missed twice, that means you are starting the whole new habit. So that was the tips for building a new habit effectively. In next video, I'll be talking about how to break bad habits. So stay tuned and wait for the next video. If you haven't subscribed this channel, then subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss my videos. I'll come up with next video. Until then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.